I'm actually going to click start recording early, and we're going to welcome everybody back. CLG FC episode 65. Welcome back, everybody, on YouTube. This is CLG FC, and it is day 58 on Twitch. So, day 58 on Twitch, episode 65 on the YouTube. And we're with you for what should be two good games tonight. We've got 2 weeks to go before our next fixture, but we do plan on playing 2 tonight. And I've got the Olympics up on the side screen, so more Olympics action happening today. I've got to catch up on a lot of replays. Thankfully, tomorrow is just opening ceremony, so I'm going to be able to catch up on a lot of them, actually. But hoping to finish 1 or 2 more. I've done the handball. Yeah, I'd say the handball is what I've been watching. I've got 3. I've watched 3 matches in the handball, actually. The Slovenia-Denmark match, and then the second one was Netherlands-Angola. That was a really entertaining game. And then Brazil just beat Spain in the handball, so there is that. They're showing the post-match stats, actually. But really good stuff from Brazil to top their group. Netherlands beat Angola. That was just such a back and forth game, too. That was an amazing game. But this is what it's going to be like starting Sunday and going pretty much all the way through. It is going to be a lot of Olympics watching. I'm wondering if I should, instead of trying to catch anything live, just run the replays chronologically. And obviously that would extend far beyond the Olympics, but I won't miss anything then, and I won't have to jump back to the action and all that stuff. So I like that idea a lot more. I just finished the women's handball, Spain versus Brazil. So I've got 3 hours of rugby men's pool play coming up. And then I've got, that'll probably take me through the end of tonight. And then tomorrow I've got Germany, Korea in the handball. Then the football, Spain, Japan. That's women's football as well. Women's handball is Germany, Korea. And then women's football for Canada, New Zealand. More women's football, Hungary, France, and Germany, Australia. And then Nigeria, Brazil, the USA, Zambia, France, and Colombia. And then the rugby quarterfinals, men's quarterfinals, and more. To me, rugby sevens is too short a game. I think 7-minute halves is just too short, but I understand why they do it. But I don't like the idea of starting it before the opening ceremonies, and you're in the quarterfinals the day before the opening ceremonies. No competition should be in the knockout round before opening ceremonies. Snicky's goal 28 seconds into the match against Lim Reserves is a new CLG record. It beats a Konikun strike that was 39 seconds into the match versus Staconian Reserves 3 years prior. Wow. How about it? Congratulations, Snicky. Anyway, after the men's quarterfinals in the rugby, I've got that's actually it. So I've got quite a bit of coverage to catch up on. I'm gonna click the men's rugby, and we're gonna get underway with that. So. Carlton has beaten Old Blackburnians 4-0. It was Williams in the 33rd before Jones in the 46th right before half. Jones in the 46th right after half. And Jones in the 58th to complete his hat trick. Carlton will actually leapfrog Old Blackburnians reserves from that, but it also means that Langho are now 2 points adrift of safety at the bottom. So there is that. We got 13 days. We're going to tick over to 12. We're playing first versus worst coming up here. South Manchester yet to get a point this season. and we got ourselves a matchup against them. We're at the top after beating Badger Casuals 3-1 in the game 2 games ago. Took care of business 4-1 as well earlier against Lim Reserves. That was last night's stream. So South Manchester, they're 7 points adrift, man, and they've got we're 8 games in. It's only 18-game season, so they got 10 games to go, and they're 7 points adrift. That's just an awful position to be in. If you're new, welcome along. First off, second off, this is CLG FC. It's a community save with community members as the football players. All of us being um, former fans of the now defunct Counterlogic Gaming. So Liam McKenzie, not bad. Injury prone. He's playing at a level 18 level. He's got a lot to work on here, but not bad overall. Let's see. No one's moving to the under 21s until they're old enough. It's Kenya facing Samoa in the rugby. Oh boy, don't get tackled in your own. Oh boy, Samoa giving him. That was close. Anyway, so all right. We move on from 12 days to go. So we're going to keep on moving on. It will take a little bit to get there. It is a very large database. We're using Dan FM database's level 20 database, which means we do have a 409,000 player database right now. So it is quite. Oh, Frack's got food poisoning. That's a shame. He'll be ready for the next game anyway. Um, It popped up, so let's do it. We didn't do it last episode. Let's do it. It's Leagues in Focus. We're going to start with Major League Soccer, and we're going to start with the the tree. Let's start with the tree. Atlanta United 1-0 over Cincinnati, and Montreal got 2 wins. They do this best of 3 crap. I fucking hate this format in MLS. So Montreal won 2, really first and second game. So Atlanta out. New England won games 1 and 2. Uh, there's no way to see who. There's no way to see. I'm gonna have to actually go like back, aren't I? So this is the wild card. I'm gonna need to do first round, aren't I? So first round uh, match was replayed. Okay, so Orlando. I believe that means Orlando actually played all 3 games. Is that true? Orlando lost on pens the first game. Yes. So uh, Montreal got by Atlanta 2-0, 2 games to 0. NYCFC beat Columbus in 3 games. Miami beat Chicago 2 games to 0. New England got by DC in 3 games. And then in the West, we had the Galaxy get by Minnesota 2 games to 0. Sporting Kansas City scooted by Austin 2 games to 0. Samoa just scored a try, so that is 5 for them. They're in a good spot to convert that too, by the way. Real Salt Lake 2 games to 1 over LAFC, and then Vancouver got by 2 games to 0 over Portland. So that leaves us to the actual semifinals of the conferences. The Galaxy got the Vancouver Whitecaps, and Sporting Kansas City got Real Salt Lake in the West. In the East, it's Montreal versus New England, and NYCFC have Inter Miami. This is fucking dog shit. This is such a terrible timeline to live in. Like everything rides on Montreal in the East to not have an absolute crap team come out of it. Really, in the West, I don't really care for. I mean, I don't mind any of these clubs, so really go West. But anyway, that is MLS. Let's go back to Leagues in Focus. Continue running through the final leagues that we watch. We'll start with the Premier League. It's Newcastle United at the top of the Premiership. Can you believe it? Villa won what, 6 straight? Villa were 6-0 and 0. Then they lost 2 in a row. They come back, they win 2 in a row, and then they draw one. That's enough to take them off the top spot. City are third. Arsenal fourth, Liverpool fifth. Spurs are now up to six after a rocky start. They were 2-2-3, down in 13th place. They're now sixth after 4 straight wins. Man United seventh, Forest are eighth, Chelsea are ninth. My beloved West Ham have made a recovery. They're now 10th. Nobody shocking down in the lower echelons. Brighton won, which pulls them out of relegation. So now Brighton are safe by a point in 17th. Bournemouth, though, have lost 5 straight decisions, and that's given them 18th place. They're 1 point adrift of safety. Brentford have done the same. They're 3 points adrift of safety in 19th. Southampton picked up a draw, but they are 0-1 and 10. This is one of the worst seasons in the Premier League that we're experiencing from any club. And Southampton is going to own that record. 0-1 and 10. They are 6 points adrift already. 11 games into the season. Sky Bet Championship, Portsmouth lead the way by 2 points over Crystal Palace in second, who are trying to come right back up. Sheffield United are in the playoff places, along now with Luton Town, who snuck in, Coventry City, and QPR. They've knocked Burnley and Wolves out of the promotion spots. Same with Blackburn as well, who were in the promotion spots, but now they're 1-3-1 in their last 5. But QPR is in the playoff by goal difference, 2 goals over Burnley and Wolves, who are level on points with them on 28. Fulham are a point outside, and they're unbeaten in 5. So that's something to look out for. At the bottom, Huddersfield Town are holding on. They're 3 points. They're safe by 3 points. Oh, they didn't. Samoa didn't convert that. That is a terrible penalty to give up. Anyway, Preston North End are 3 points adrift from safety. 3 wins in their last 5 games, though. They've climbed off the foot of the table at least. Swansea are adrift by 4 points. Oxford United 5 straight losses. They are 11 points adrift already. Sky Bet League 1, Reading at the top, along with Barnsley, level on points together at 32. They're a point above the playoff places, which are occupied by Stoke City, Cardiff City, Plymouth Argyle, and Stockport County. Plymouth Stockport County, by the way, level on points with Salford City, who's outside the playoff spots by 5 goals in the goal difference. Burton Albion, 2 points adrift. Remember, Burton Albion led the league earlier in the season, and now they're 2 points outside the playoffs in 8th. Down at the bottom, Notts County are safe by just goal difference, 2 goals in the goal difference as well. Chesterfield now 2 points safe. Tranmere Rovers pick up 4 points in their last 5 games, but they're still in the drop in 21st. Cambridge United picked up a big win to lift them up into 22nd off the foot of the table, but they're still a point adrift. Along with Crewe Alexandra, who've gotten 2 straight draws. Leyton Orient with 5 straight losses are 3 points adrift at the foot. Sky Bet League 2, Grimsby Town now lead the way after it's been Carlisle United for much of the season. Carlisle are now second, and Forest Green Rovers are third. They're both 2 points above the playoff spots, which are occupied by Walsall, Wimbledon, the Dons of Wimbledon, Bristol Rovers, and Peterborough United, the last 3 of which are a point ahead of Exeter City, who are outside the playoffs looking in. At the bottom, pretty tight. Colchester United, Stevenage, Rochdale all level on points on 17. They're 4 points safe. Sutton United safe by just 2 goals in the goal difference in 22nd. Then it's Accrington Stanley in the drop. Mansfield Town are back at the foot of the table. They are a point adrift from safety. Panorama National. AFC filed. Still top, but now by goal difference. 3 goals in the goal difference over Southend United, who's the first of the playoff teams, joined by Doncaster Rovers, York City, is that Bromley Town or is it just it's just Bromley? Scunthorpe United, who are back in the playoff spots, and Torquay United. Eastleigh and Kidderminster Harriers are on the outside looking in. the playoffs by a point. At the bottom, Yeovil Town have lifted themselves out of relegation with 2 wins in their last 4 games, but it's only by goal difference, 4 goals. Boreham Wood and Barnet, by the way, are 2 points above the relegation zone. Dorking Wanderers now occupy the relegation zone in 21st. Woking is down there as well, a point adrift from safety. Harrogate Town are 3 points adrift. Aldershot Town are 4 points adrift at the bottom. And the league directly above us, finally, Elton Limp Hargreaves are the still top by a point over now Lord Raglan, who has occupied second place. After Mill Hill's reserves only picked up a point in their last 2 games. Fenniscow and Pleasanton reserves, who dropped to 5th, are back in 3rd. They are just outside the playoff or the promotion spots by 4 goals in the goal difference. Rolls are 2 points outside the promotion spots. At the bottom, Croft reserves are a point above the drop, with Langho reserves picking up a win and a draw in their last 2 games. Samoa just scored another try. So Langho are adrift by a point. Mill Hill St. Peter picked up just their second draw of the season, but they're now 4 points adrift. That's leagues in focus. Let's keep going. Let's continue on. We've got ourselves a date with South Manchester here in level 17. It's the Lancashire and Cheshire Amateur League Division 3, level 17. This time they did convert, by the way. Flags up. So. Flags up. Scanlon converted. Oh, Kenya had a man sent to the sin bin. That's why. They're in the second half already. It's 12-0 for Samoa. Oh, wow. They've done so well off the kickoff. They grabbed the ball off the kickoff. How do you grab your own ball? Oh, why would you give it up? They're in a mall. Why would you give up the ball like that? It makes no sense when you're in a mall to just wait. Like his teammates didn't push him, though, to be fair. FM Editor, welcome along. Thank you so much for the follow. First off, how are you doing? Second off, obviously you're an FM fan like me. Are you playing, and what's your save? I need to know what your save is. This is a bottom to top save with community members, so there is that. All of the god damn it, I can never check these things correctly. All of the members here are former fans or worked with Counterlogic Gaming. I was a fan. I commentated the team for 4.5 years. I commentated the Counter-Strike team for 4.5 years. Let me go to tactics screen real quick, and I'll show you. So Snicky commentated the team. I commentated the team. Parks commentated the team. Jack Lemon MD was a community mod from the CLG Discord. Frack was a friend of one of the former players. Seamus, Akoni-kun, Cookies are all former fans. Same with Brat. Twinkle was a fan of, is a friend of Snicky's, and Smaps is a friend of mine, and they were both CLG enjoyers. Good morning, well, here in the UK. Good morning to you. Late or early morning, I should say. Late night, but early morning. It's what, 2 a.m. So this is when you have your phone in bed, and you can't sleep, and you figured, what's on Twitch? And then you find a random FM streamer on Twitch to watch Football Manager. Well on you, mate. Well on you. But yeah, I am a season ticket holder personally at the Union. Have been for 9 seasons. At the Union being the Philadelphia Union in MLS. Obviously, my accent, I'm American. But been a season ticket holder at the MLS for 9 seasons. Been a fan of West Ham United for about 20. Actually, I think this season is going to be This season coming up is going to be my 20th season as a West Ham supporter. Uh, I'm at work and editing. Nice. Late night editing sessions. I actually need to learn how to do this FM editing. I did back in like the 20, maybe it was 2012 days. Um, but they're adding the women's pyramid. So I want to kind of what Dan FM databases does with the English with the really the men's game now because that's all FM had. I want to do with the women's game over in England next season. Um, but I'm also a big supporter of lower league sides. This is an AFC, or I'm sorry, this is an FC Knoll jersey, and they play. Wait, yeah, I know Dan very well. Nice. Uh, yeah, I'm gonna have a go at editing the databases next year, uh, for sure. This is a Knoll FC jersey. It is they're in the Midland League Division Two, so big supporter of lower league sides. I have quite a few jerseys. I actually just got an AFC Taunton one from their FA Vaz final. It's a match issue FA Vaz final jersey in the mail yesterday. Um, so I'm going to be sponsoring the lower league club this season over in England as well, which I'm excited for. I have to send them the check actually. Um, but yeah, followed you back on. Oh shit, you followed me. Oh, what? Oh yeah, I have been following you on Twitter for a while. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Nice, nice, man. So, uh, but yeah, I've been playing FM since FM10. It's not. I mean, it's FM5. I think was the first one available here in the states, and then it wasn't on Steam until FM08. But I think FM08, but still, I've been playing since FM10. I've been using Dan's databases since about FM17 or 18, maybe. I use lower league database. I actually have an FM10 offline save I'm using a lower league database on. So I've always played lower league databases. They're just insanely fun. Um, we're having a lot of fun with this one, despite the fact that it takes a while to get to each game. Dempsey's out 2 3 days. I'm not bothered by that. It's 2 3 days. We're just gonna keep moving along. Uh, I don't know why he's trying to. I don't know why he's trying to throw the ball as he's going out of bounds. But still, yeah, I've been watching the Olympics. I got it up on the side screen. Now a side screen. It's an old laptop. So this laptop is used for like three things, and that's streaming something while I'm like streaming a game while I'm streaming, Skyrim and Unreal Tournament. Like that is it. Because I have UT and Skyrim modded on this thing, and I mean, Skyrim modding alone is intense. So once you get it to work, once you actually get Skyrim mod, all right, this should be a try. I'll just get down. Oh, what a skip! What a play! Another try for Samoa. They're 17-0 up. Good lord. Um, once you get Skyrim to work after modding it, you don't fuck with it. It's what I've come to learn because it's so hard to get that game to work. I feel like it's the same way almost with the graphics in FM sometimes when you want to edit the graphics or put custom imagery in. Um, sometimes you get it to work and you're like, I'm not fucking with it. After you get it to work. Oh, we do have custom jerseys, by the way. They were provided by Ziggurat. Great FM streamer himself. Also plays a bit of Euro Truck Simulator as well. So we're actually in the same company in Euro Truck Simulator. So we'll be playing that together next week sometime because I'm going to be off. I'm going to be on vacation next week and the week after for the Olympics. So, I mean, oh, what a hit. Good Lord. Uh, game's over. Kenya can't win this. They just want to score, uh, which they very well could with this setup. Actually, we'll see. They've gone out wide to the right. Oh, he almost snuck through the lines. Nope, that's the ball. One. Uh, oh, nice tap. And then he's lost the ball. I don't know. I don't know why he's done that. Samoa want to score another try. They could. Oh, what a ball! They are going to actually score another try. 24-0. Did they get the conversion? If you score a try after time, do you get a chance at you still get to kick the two? I'm about to find out. But yeah, we've got 8 days to go. In this matchup, we got South Metro. Then we got Cone are like a Jekyll and Hyde kind of club, man. They Cone United last season were bottom for 16 games out of the 18 in the season. They suddenly smacked themselves into 8th place on the last day of the season, survive, and now it's like, well, you expect them to be poor, but they're playing a lot better this season. So are they a mid-table team? Are they a relegation candidate? You don't know what to expect from them. So they're a bit Jekyll and Hyde. Rolls Reserve is after that. They are actually quite a good team. I would say Rolls Reserve's a decent side. Maybe not a promotion candidate with the way Badger Casuals has been playing, but certainly like a third or fourth team. Langho under 21s do not look competitive at all. And then Standish St. Wilfrid's reserves look like your typical inconsistent mid-table side. Lawrence shines as McKinsey hits comeback trail for CounterLogic FC under 18s. It's another freaking draw. Ryan Clark in the 33rd before Roy Cox leveled in the 37th. He actually put his ad in the 47th, and then Ryan Clark again in the 61st. And it's another 2-2 draw, this time against Radcliffe under 18s. We're still 2 points atop the under 18s league. But Radcliffe, that's a bad draw, man. Radcliffe have 1 win in 14 games. That's not good. Parks has a gashed upper leg. He's out 8 to 11 days. He might be out for this fixture, actually. So Samoa beat Kenya in the rugby, and then we've got Argentina, Australia, U.S., Uruguay, Fiji, France, South Africa, Japan, and New Zealand, Ireland. Um, I'm freaking moving my mouse as if it's the mouse that's connected to the freaking uh, spare laptop. It's very clearly not. I'm trying to skip ahead to the actual match. So there we go. Second match is about to be underway, so that's good. Let's see how we do in this. Whoa. This matchup versus uh, who am I playing? South Manchester. Good God, I'm all over the shop. So they have been good so far. I am looking forward to being off. No stream. So stream tomorrow night. No stream Saturday, and then we're streaming every single day the Olympics are on, which is going to be exciting. We're going to play a lot of FM in that time. I was late to stream today, actually, and I meant to say the reason why is a terrible reason, but I got caught up playing Hearts of Iron. Hearts of Iron 4 is like when you're at war in Hearts of Iron 4, time just disappears, man. Time, like, and it was tough because I was justifying against Turkey. I'm Austria-Hungarian, my save. I own basically all of Italy now. Corsica, Sardinia, Sicily. I own all of Eastern Europe, including Greece. I took Poland and Ukraine as well. And I own a bit of a fractured Germany. Um, and I wanted Turkey. I've always wanted Turkey because I want the naval bases in Turkey, and I want control of the Red Sea, or is that the Black Sea actually? So I was justifying against them, and then England and the Soviets guaranteed their independence, and I have a bone to pick with the Soviets anyway because I have an ally in China, and they're fucking them up pretty good right now. So I was like, but I managed to stay out of the war because I had a non-aggression pact previously in place with the Soviets. So I canceled the non-aggression pact. Or, well, I didn't cancel it. They canceled it when I declared war on Turkey. Um, and then the English who had already annexed France, turned around and declared war on me as well. And I was like, great, now I have to fight. And all the fractured states of Germany, like Hanover and Bavaria and all them, they're all either allied with the English or they're allied with the Soviets. And I'm like, great. So I have like 5 or 6 tiny nations in the middle of like me, basically, that I now have to go to war with. Plus England, I have to fight on the French front. Plus Turkey, the original country I've declared war. Plus the Soviets, and we're actually doing well, but it's I don't know. These two are not too bad. Thomas Nagy might be where they both might be worth signing actually to another contract. But anyway, I mean, look, I can only send one you on a course, and I've got an under 18s coach that doesn't have a badge at all, so he can get the national C without issue. But anyway, what is I'm doing well on all the fronts actually. I've pushed the Soviets back. Turkey's been the actual one that's been difficult, believe it or not. I think I've taken Istanbul, but I haven't really made any headways in the mainland Turkey. Um, and I've gotten a little ground in France. The small nations in Germany, some of the fractured nations, I've actually wiped out some of those. Um, but it's the fact that trying to focus on what is essentially a forefront war, 3 hours disappeared. Like, I progressed maybe a month in the game, and 3 hours just straight disappeared. Like I was like, oh my god. So the good thing is I've managed to take enough land. I'm almost at Moscow. I have Stalingrad, but I'm almost at Moscow. And the good thing about it is I've taken enough land that the Soviets, even though they're fighting their war with China, who managed to push the Japanese back, by the way. China and Japan had their war, obviously, in 1930, what is it, like 5 that they fight? Um, and China actually managed to not only push the Japanese out of Asia, mainland Asia, but they managed to also reunify China. So I was like, whoa, they're going to be a force. And so I allied with them, and whatchamacallit, the Soviets went after him and started really fucking them up because the Soviets took out India because the Soviets are fighting the British. So what do you call it? It's been a crazy game if you haven't told in Hearts of Iron, but I've managed to pull enough Russian troops onto my border and away from the Chinese that the Chinese have managed to actually take most of their original land back and push the Soviets out of India. So I was like, whoa. So they made progress for me in the east, but now I'm in the middle of a dogfight outside Moscow. So we're gonna not. Oh, I don't know. This is the first TMO, by the way, in the rugby games. Did he knock it on? I think he knocked it on, right? I don't know what they're looking at. Maybe a knock on. But anyway, uh, Sinbin for Argentina. They are 7-0 up, Argentina. Sinbin, Luciano Gonzalez. The ball was. It looks like he just swatted the ball away with his hand so that the Aussie couldn't uh, score it. I mean, he had to do it, but he's sin binned for 2 minutes. But you can't necessarily blame him. Oh, what? Sorry, I was muted. I beg your pardon. I saw something that said at the Olympic Games, every team for Australia has a nickname. So like the Socceroos, obviously for football, which are very well known as. I think that's I always missed the conversion. So, but the basketball team is called the Dunkaroos, and I'm like, that's a '90s American snack. Like, just anyway, they were little kangaroo like like not cookies, but like crackers, like graham crackers. I guess in the UK they would be called digestives. Um, but they're like a digestive. And then you got a little thing of the chocolate, you would dunk it in there. So did Aussies just score a try? Yes, they did. They just scored another try right literally at the end of the first half. So they're going to try to convert this to go 12-5 up at the break. It was a good kick, actually. He just kept it in and then kicked it ahead of him, and it bounced into the goal, and he just ran and touched it down. Ran after it and just got to it and touched it down. Broaders is injured. We are actually going to be without. I think Parks is going to be 50-50. I think we actually start him. I think we're going to just start him. I think Parks will be fine. Is this not? Does this not scroll? I guess it doesn't scroll. Oh, it doesn't. It doesn't matter. I can just full screen it. So second half just started. That's the nice thing. I don't have to deal with all the commercial breaks or whatever. So it literally on the replay it just skips. We just got to get rid of it. He's in his own goal zone. This is going to be a scrum. 2022. Yeah, it might be a scrum from the 22. Yeah, this is 22. Uh, I don't even know if in rugby sevens it is a 22 because it's not obviously a full length pitch, right? So we are 1 day to go until the fixture. You've, right. Uh, 2 games tonight. So South Manchester Colne as well tonight. And then we'll do Rolls Reserve tomorrow. And then we'll be back. Rolls Reserve probably and Langho under 21s tomorrow. And then we'll be back with on Sunday with Standish St. Wilfrid's. Time. Oh, we're going to TMO again. Maybe to see if the ball was held up. Or is there subject to foul play? Oh no, they're asking if the ball was held up. Oh, he's put it down. Yeah, the try's given. So, okay. We have a fixtures clash, obviously, with the under 18s. No big deal. We deal with that pretty much the whole season. So this is going to this is going to put it at Australia 15 and Argentina 7. So, oh, we got a Griffiths turns professional. That's nice. He's his contract expires in 2029, and his recommendation is not good. uh, we signed him because we needed a goalkeeper, and he came through the ranks, so we figured, okay, he might be good. But we've since got a goalkeeper, so we don't really need him anymore. And I've got him contracted for 3 freaking years. I'm an idiot. Okay, let's kick this off with the first question from Craig Clifford at the Football Ramble. South Manchester have suffered 8 straight league defeats, and the relegation candidates find themselves in 10th place. Oh, this is a good move by Argentina. You've got to score here. I think. Oh, they're not. They didn't roll away. Aussies didn't roll away. Argentina got the pen. Uh, your Catalan team looked more incapable of doing South Manchester. Surely a comfortable win is in order here. I'm always confident we look good in training and we know what we can do. Your thoughts on winning the title after your thoughts on winning the title in preseason? What do you think are your chances now? I still consider us title favorites. We're leading the league. Many managers and pundits claim the difference between success often comes down to which team stays the most injury free. Do you agree with this assessment? I mean, I don't think you can put the success down to the luck of staying injury free. A defeater could see us lose the top spot, so presumably you're stressing the importance of a good performance to your player. We're treating it as a must-win. You have you've had a bit of a we're all invigorated by it. Now that Kirk Griffiths has signed a new contract, can we expect to see him in the first team on a more regular basis? We need to be patient right now. Argentina did score that try. It's 15-12. This has been a good rugby game. There's still 3 minutes, 20 seconds left. Carlton have been a surprise story for Lancashire Cheshire Amateur League Division 3 so far for all the wrong reasons, as their previously lofty ambitions have given way to considerable turmoil. What have you made of them? Uh, yeah, we'll just big them up because we don't want to be a dick. What camera do you use, mate? I use the is it the Logitech C920? I think it's the Logitech C920. Uh, I'm not actually a big fan of it. I don't. This is the camera. I got the link to it. There's a link to the camera. I'm not a fan of it. Autofocus is not great on it. And it's really only built for 720p. It can do 1080, but it's not particularly too great at doing 1080. Um, and if it does 1080, it's really only best for 30 FPS, and it's like 30 FPS in the modern day is just not great. So I would see if Elgato has a camera or something. Uh, there's definitely better ones out there on the market. So oh, he's tapped it. He's tapped it. That ball might have been. Oh, that's a great move. That's a try. 20-14 now for Australia. Minute 30 to go. Really good move. Langho under 21s, Old Blackburnians reserves 2-2. Jackson for Langho in the 16th before Jones doubled their lead. After the break, Ward Dixon pulled one back, and then Man in the 59th, and Man equalized with 13 to play. It's really a big result at the bottom because Old Blackburnians were very out of form. They got to play Langho, and if they had beaten Langho, Old Blackburnians would be on 10. Langho would be on 5. You're looking at Langho 4 points adrift. Uh, but that's not the case. It is literally just 2 points separating them now. And Old Blackburnians, I mean, they could have been so far ahead. Would have been ridiculous. They would have been on 10. Man, they themselves would have put themselves 5 points clear. And had Langho held on, by the way, because they led the match, they'd be on 8, and Old Blackburnians reserves would have been on 7. They would have kicked Old Blackburnians reserves down into the drop. That's a knock on. Well, Argentina literally tapped it because there were 5 seconds left. So tapped it to restart it, passed it back, and then booted it out of bounds, and that is it. 20-12. That was a pretty good game. That was a very good game of rugby. I'm sorry, 22-14. So Aussies got a big win. Let's see. Oh, they're 3-0 in their group now. Argentina 2-0-1. So Argentina through, Australia through, Samoa and Kenya out with 2 points. I'm trying to skip ahead just to find the freaking next match. USA, Uruguay. USA 3 points. Uruguay 2. France 5. Fiji 6. Come on, US. They need to win and hope France loses. But France has Fiji, and Fiji haven't lost a game at the Olympics. So it's totally possible. If the US win and France loses, France will be out. So pretty sure that's the case. That might not be the case. Might need a bonus point here actually as well. So uh, it's match day finally. The first of 2 on tonight's stream. It's a French ref. Why? Why would you do that? Why would you put a French ref in a group that France needs to advance out of? It doesn't make any sense. I don't know. What do I know? All right. How much time do I have 2 hours and 21 minutes in this rugby VOD. And I'm trying to skip ahead the downtime in between games. We're we're not the marquee matchup. Carlton versus Badger is. That's 7th versus 2nd. We got ourselves a 1st versus 10th. expectations are to win. I would agree. Uh, first versus worst. Reed shines as Waywell finds fitness for Counter Logic FC under 18s. This is another fucking draw. It is. Glenn Vaughn in the 21st before Jack Reed from the spot in the 63rd. It's another draw, this time against Chester under 18. So we're smack dab in the middle of the table pretty much. We're still 2 points clear at the top, but it's pretty tight. No copyright sounds. You've been fantastic. But we're going to pause you because it's that time. It is time for CLG FC. It's time for match. It's time for the match. Let's get into it, shall we? USA scored a try and converted already, by the way. Perry Baker with the try. Now US is 7-0 up on Uruguay. So let's see here. Oh, that's a dangerous move. They've made one change from the previous lineup. And that's how we line up. So, point this. We're the favorites. We should be winning this comfortably. That motivated a lot of players. Good. That's very good. And it's time. Five straight losses versus 5 straight wins. There's the table. Top versus bottom. South Manchester looking for their first point. Really looking for their second point of the season, I think. They're going to get us started here. There you go. We've got Twinkle. Can't find Snicky. That should be the end of the highlight. Jack coming back with it, though. Snicky scored 28 seconds into the previous game, by the way. It was the fastest ever for the club. We got TMO in the rugby. Oh, I think he's lost. Oh, I don't know. Cookies. Parks. Spaps. Snicky! And that's in. Was it on? It was not. Where was the offsides is the question. Oh, okay. That's a good save. Corner kick for us. Oh, it is a try. They gave it as a try. We almost converted. There's Sheamus on the right. Way too narrow, guys. You need to spread. Way too narrow. Oh, Sheamus had to go, and that wasn't far off. It'll be a goal kick. So U.S. leads 7-5 now. Here's Snicky. Oh, Snicky! Oh, Snicky was offsides anyway. So. Oh no, Langton. Oh no, Dixon. Thank you for the follow, by the way, full-time graphs. I don't know if it's FT graphs, future graphs, or full-time graphs. Let me know. Sheamus, nice clear. Here's Tate. Margitston. Benyon. Oh, Frack almost took the ball off him. Ka. Langton. Frack has cleared it. Nicely done. Uruguay just scored another try. 10-7 for the South Americans. Who's been booked? 2 players have been booked. Parks has been booked. Now, Here's a Konekun, 20 yards. Oh, he's hit the wall. Why would you go that way? You're given... What? Listen. This is what I don't understand, okay? Pause it right here. Why are you not going for this corner? I mean, look at this gap that he's giving you. I understand Bridges is cheating over a little bit that way, but it's only 20 yards. We're not talking about a 30-yard free kick, right? We're talking about a 20-yard free kick here. So why are you not going for the when there is a gap, right? Channel your inner center. When there is a gap that exists, okay? So Parks to take the corner. Whipped in. It's headed up. It's headed down. It's knocked all around. And it does not come down to our feet. They did convert that try, by the way. 12-7 for Uruguay. That is a... Well, he almost got it. That was almost a try for Uruguay. But it went out. Spaps. On the right. That's deflected. It will be a corner. Sheamus takes the corner. Bridges has a punch at it. And a Konekun will come down with it. Here's Parks on the right. Parks gets dispossessed by Benyon. Like, what is going on, boys? Oh, I didn't mean to hit instructions. I'm sorry. I meant to hit shouts. Say, come on, boys. Parks. Cookies. Spaps. Into the space for Snicky. It's a good touch. It's not a good second touch. Ross still puts it out. Will be a throw for us. But could have been a lot better. Spaps. Cross. Sheamus back post. Sheamus! Oh, what a goal. What a volley. No offsides on this one. What an absolute cracking goal from Sheamus. Off the ground as well, into the net. Bridges tried to do everything to get back on that side. Couldn't quite do it. Yeah. There we go. 1-0 for CLG. Oh. Nicely done. US is going to score a try right before half. They're going to tee him out to make sure he didn't go out of bounds, but that is very nice. It was Lecamp who did most. Of the running. Man, he was quick. That's a in. Oh, he just stayed in too. Parks, Twinkle. It's knocked around. Lingard eventually clears it. Langton trying to come back with it. We got to track back. He's got the. Oh boy. Barkley in space as well. They didn't keep shape on tracking back. Jack, that's an amazing tackle. What a tackle from Jack. A goal-saving tackle. Snicky over the top, meant for Cookies. Cookies couldn't get the run. It has a go. Sheamus had a go, but it looks like most of it got taken off. The sting got taken out. Back post here for... Oh, he's tried the bicycle and brought... Wow, that was hit with... That was a thunderous strike. And Bratz put it over for a corner. Ross still. And that's headed away by Cookies. Here's Ross still coming back with it. No. Could whip it back in. Benyon. Does he want to tee it up? No. Margiston. Ross still in there. Ross still looking for it. Frack clears it, thankfully. And now here's Tate. That's over Dixon's head. It will go out for a goal kick, thankfully. 14-12. U.S. lead. Started the second half here. Oh, that's the knock on. Oh my God, he's go. Yes, he's gone. He is gone. Nice, he shook him off. That's going to be another try. U.S. now 19-12 in the lead. This one's over the top. I will clear it. Oh, it's going to go only as far as Dixon, though. Back post, and Frack heads it away, but it's going to go out for a South Manchester corner. Guys, this is South Manchester, man. Why are we struggling? Corner comes in. I have a diving header to head it away. Sheamus actually will run it down. Just run, man. You got so much space over the top. Spaps is just way far back for that. Tate will have it. It's not the end of the highlight still. Ross still. Oh, it's knocked down by Snicky. Snicky's done well. Here's Spat. Why would you do that, man? Spat, you had so much space you could have turned on it on a touch. Instead finds Cookies. It's still there. Cookies takes too heavy a touch. Barkley will clear it, but Parks keeps it in. Spaps for me. For Twinkle. They want to switch play now on the left. Snicky through the middle. Snicky. Akonikun. Back for me. There's chalk on the boots of Frack. They find Frack. Frack will bring it inside. Frack. Twinkle. Still can't find the pass that penetrates. Now maybe that might be it. Spaps on. Spaps has a go. Bridges puts it out for a corner. Parks now. Whips that in. Spaps got to head to it. Snicky's offsides anyway. That's the end of the highlight. 2 minutes of added time, and that is halftime. 1-0. XG is only 0.45. We're really, we need to find another gear. 100% we need to find another gear. The thought might be on swapping Parks out in the 60th, by the way. U.S. about to score another try. It's going to be 26 to 12. 3 minute 30 left in the game. Here's Sheamus, Frack. And the Konikun was offsides anyway. They're playing really high. We haven't been caught this offsides in a while. Here's a free kick now in the attacking third. Parks, back post. It's met. Bridges will get a hand to it. Can a Konikun come down with it? No. Langton will boot it clear. Frack will pick it up. Back for Jack. Jack for myself. To Snicky. Snicky had the run behind you, but you couldn't see him. And that one's going to be booted upfield. Here's Tate with a throw now for South Manchester. Still 1-0. I think we still need to give encouragement to the team. I think we think about replacing Parks, although Snicky's the worst rated player on the team right now. But there's still a quality striker. Mukendi has been pretty good for us, though. We'll have to wait and see. 28-12 for the United States over Uruguay. So here's Benyon. Ka. Cross comes in. Leighton could be their back post. I won the header. And it will go out. I'm thinking it'll be what? It'll be Sean Warner, would it not? Oh, they're all pissed. Why are they pissed? Here's Ka. Ka back to Dixon. Dixon back post. Offsides. Offsides on Dixon. I think it is going to have to be Sean Warner. because I think I want Ben Brindley to come in as well. Here's Jack, heads it down. Twinkle's there. Diego Ardao just got a yellow card. He's in the sin, but he's the Uruguayan captain, by the way. So the U.S. playing 7 against 6 now. Oh, that's a try. Uruguay's going to score a try. 28-17. A Konikun here. Twinkle. Oh, it's almost taken off his boots. I've come down with it. Here's Warner. Warner. Back for me. It was a one-time pass here for Twinkle. That is a dangerous one. Finds Warner. Warner heads it. Cookies down for Spaps. Still maintain possession. Spaps! And he's hit it wide. He didn't take it first time. It allowed them to pressure, and he's hit it wide. A Konikun. Twinkle now with it. Twinkle. Cookies. Warner. Spaps. Snicky's there! And Snicky boots it over. I think that's going to be enough from Snicky. We got to put our hero in. I shouldn't say the hero. But, the man, when you need a goal, McKendy is usually good for one. Oh, the U.S. might score another try here. 33-17. Here's Spaps on the left. Snicky there. Snicky misses it. It falls to Sheamus. Sheamus, can he score? No, he's absolutely just giving it freely to Bridges. Snicky is off. McKendy is in for these last 20 minutes. Here's a Konikun. Way too heavy. Barkley comes up with it. Langton now. Langton. That is terrible pass. Warner cuts it off. Spaps. Cookies. Needs to hold the ball up. Let his teammates find some space. Cookie's going to dribble it into space on the right-hand side. Back for Twinkle. What can Twinkle do? Back for Warner. Warner's in the space. Warner can cut the ball inside. Warner's going to go for the cross. McKendy can't win it. Sheamus is there. Sheamus, what can he do? Looking for the cutback pass. And Konikun, and he skied it from 5 yards. Sheamus on the cross. He's offside anyway. 33-17 U.S. win in the rugby. They got 6 points. France got 5. If Fiji can beat France and France don't win the bonus point, then it may be enough, or would be enough. So. Oh, I don't know. I have an hour and a. Oh, come on. I only have like an hour and a half left. Yeah, here's Fiji coming up. Who's this coming up? Fiji and who? I don't know. I've only got about an hour 11 left on the Fiji. Oh, Konikun over the bar. Tipped over by the goalkeeper at least. Yeah, I got about an hour 10 left in the rugby. Okay, cool. I'll finish that video tonight. That's nice. Anyway, back to Football Manager. We've got a corner here in the 80th minute. We've made all our subs. Old school subs when you're down this far. You only can name 5 and onto the bench, and you only get 3 subs to make throughout the game. So Rolls Reserve have scored again. They were 3-0 down. They're now within 1 with 13 to play. We've got just over 9 in stoppage. Mukendi is going off. South African refs and an Uruguayan ref. Nice. Here's a Konikun. Myself. Not the best of touches. Over to Brindley. That's a terrible touch by Brindley. It needed to go wide. I don't know why it didn't. Frack was ready for it there. Now Jack Robson, I think, is off. And yes, the flag's going to go up. Robson was offsides. So. 83rd minute. We got the free kick on the offsides. Here's Jack, Brindley, Frack, Sheamus. We really could use a goal. McKendy knocked away from him by Rostill. Bridges will come down with it. Oh, is this... Oh, okay, I was going to be like... Robson headed over the top, and he's offsides anyway. So, fair enough. Here's ball. Margetson. Ka, there's the cross. Brott's going to grab it. Here's Jack. Jack with it to Konikun. Konikun. Sheamus. Oh, boys. Konikun. Oh, McKendy. Oh, it's run through the Cookies. Cookies outside of the foot. That skipped right over the top of the net. Somehow that took a deflection. I didn't see where, but it is a corner for Sheamus to take it. Rolls Reserve have leveled. They've come back from 3-0 down to draw Cologne United. We're trying to hang on for our 8th win of the season against the last place team. South Mention. Oh my God, guys, that was hit so soft nobody could cut it out. Anderson going for Robson. Frack will head it away. Brindley will give it to Sheamus. Sheamus, what can he do here? Sheamus is going to have to try and hold the ball. He does maintain possession. Finds Frack. Here's a Konikun. Oh, what a ball. It's through McKendy. Great touch. McKendy off the freaking bar. And it's out for a corner. It was such a good touch from McKendy. I mean, it was just, that was superb. And he's put it off the bar. Here's Sheamus to take the corner here. Whipped in, and Bridges got it. Here's Dixon with a free kick. Dixon off the wall, thankfully. Good Lord. South Manchester have a corner now. Here's Dixon, whipped in. It's headed up. Cookies gets to it. It's knocked around. Dixon's got it. Somebody's got to close him down. It's still going around. And it's cleared. Okonikun, so much space to bring it forward. But he stops dead in his tracks for some reason. Here's McKendy. McKendy's now got to fight three players. Jack, Okonikun. It should have gone right back here instantly. Brindley's got it. Now he's been closed down. Cookies over the top. They're out of shape, and that's going to go all the way through to the keeper. Bridges, who boots it forward. Back to us. Here's Warner. Warner, back over the top for Cookies. Cookies, run for it, Cookies. Cookies might get there. Bridges will get there instead. Booted forward. Warner, Spaps finds a Konikun. Now 2v3. McKendy might be through. McKendy scores! It's going to count. And that's put this game to bed. Finally, the substitute scores in the final minute of the 90. They're going to claim offsides, but they were definitely out of shape a little bit here. This man's going to keep them on here, yeah. We are 2-0 up over South Manchester, and we should be able to see that out. 4 minutes of added time. Carlton have just leveled versus Badger Casuals. Darren Fletcher in the 90th. That could be great for us since we're winning. Here's ball. Robson in the middle of the box. We haven't been able to keep clean sheets. We've conceded late in 3 games this season. I don't want to make it 4. Here's Akoniku. Mukendi. Sheamus on the left. France have scored a try. They are 5-0 up. Here's Cookies. Cookies going for goal, and it's just over the top. Oh my God. Sheamus, Doherty, Ross still. Robson on the right for South Manchester. Warner, Doherty, Dixon, and Brott. What a save, Brott. Big save to put it over the top. Corner to come in here. We're in the 3rd minute of added time. Oh, it's going to go all the way back for ball. He's going to have a go at goal. Brott off the bar. Brott has tipped that onto the bar. Peter Anderson was off sides anyway, but what a save. Here's Dixon with a free kick. We have played the time, boys. That's gone all the way through. And that's the final whistle. It's 2-0. It's finally another clean sheet for Brott. It's Sheamus in the 90, in the 28th, and Mukendi in the 90th to see us through. We have got another big 3 points. Did he get it? No, he didn't get it. 5-5. And a sweet, sweet, sweet victory. Yeah. Sweet victory plays. We are victors once again. Five points clear now. Carlton versus Badger Cat. Latif in the 38th before Fletcher in the 90th +1. Levels it for Carlton. They could draw Badger Casuals, which puts us 5 clear at the top of the table at the halfway mark. I couldn't ask for anything better. Cone United coughed up a 3-0 lead. It was Jones in the 11th, Energy in the 15th, and then Brennan in the 59th to put Cone United 2-0 up an hour into the match, or 3-0 up an hour into the match. But then Clark in the 67th, Finley in the 77th, and Lazenbury in the 85th pulled it all back for Rolls. The point actually puts them above Standish St. Wilfrid's reserves in 3rd, ahead of Standish St. Wilfrid's game tomorrow versus Lim reserves. The loss keeps South Manchester without a point. I thought they had a point. They don't have a single point so far this season. They are now 8 adrift from safety. Carlton are going to be up on goal difference to 6th place with their draw versus Badger Casuals. But the big news is we're 5 clear at the top now at the halfway mark. That's a huge, huge spot to be in. So let's have a cheeky. We'll do the post-match press conference, and then we'll have a cheeky save, of course, and we'll get into our second match of the evening for Cone United against Cone United. That is halftime in the rugby between Fiji and France. 5-5 between the two of them. Nice, lovely stuff. Sure. Post-match press conference. Let's go. Let's kick this off with the first question from Matt K. Manchester Evening News. He's not the only journalist in attendance, finally. Can you keep this fantastic run of form going? Counterlogic FC looking beautiful at the moment, playing a very high level. If everyone continues to do their job, then who knows how far we can go. Considering how well things are going, do you feel the effects of complacency? I see nothing that would make it think we're taking things for granted. There you go. Just how good was Spapse? He was terrific. Are you perhaps relieved? This is now Carl Chandler, BBC Radio Manchester. Are you perhaps relieved to have won a match that might have otherwise been marred by a questionable refereeing performance? Uh, I'm really only concentrating on what we can control. We won, and I'm happy. The supporters have responded well to consistency and giving opportunities to youngsters. Is that something we can expect to see more of? I've made a commitment to developing the future of this club and will continue to do exactly that. There you go. Post-match press conference on point. We are going to have a cheeky save, and we are going to say goodbye to you lot on the YouTube. This was CLG FC 65. So thank you so much for watching. If you caught the VOD on YouTube, we'll see you for 66 momentarily. Until then, take care.